Hi there. Let me ask you a question. Do you take the time to review? Why? Well, I know as an educator, you know how important it is to review. At the beginning of the school year, what do? You review what your students have learned the year before so you can find out like what do they remember and also you can assess where to start, what groups to put them in and so forth. And you review their homework to see what they learned. You review before a test to prepare them so that they are ready to take the test and do well and be successful. So, review is a part of education day in, day out. Yet, when it comes to your own life, do you take the time to review your goals, your dreams, your vision? Mm. Or do you do the same old thing? Well, before I go any further, let me introduce myself. My name is Catherine Walters, and I'm a soul alignment expert. And I help conscious educators who are at that place of, I'm like almost burnout, or they're so exhausted they are burned out. And, or they're at that place where they're not lit up anymore. They're not excited. They don't feel that sense of fulfillment and joy and just that thrill of seeing the light go off in a child's eyes. It doesn't quite cut it anymore. Mm. And so, coming back to reviewing, I know it's so important because why? Why is it important to review? We talked about it when why we do it when we're in the classroom or in a school. Why is it important to review? Especially if you are burned out or ready to go on to that next thing. Because it's not only, you need to know what do you want, but going deeper, why do you want that? What do you value? Why? Why is it important to you? Because what I have seen with having burned out myself 3 times and from education, and also with the hundreds of clients that I've worked with over the years as a coach, is that when you don't take the time to review, one of these things happens. First of all, what I see is people go like, okay, I am burned out. I can't do it anymore. And they go bam, and they jump into something else. And they rush into it. Maybe they take a quiz or something, or they talk to somebody from, a career coach or something. And I'm not dissing them, but, just a few times. And then they're like, they jump on to like, okay, well, my skills line up with that. And boom, I go, that's where I'm going. And they rush into it without really feeling ready and having a full picture of what works for them. And the second thing I notice is that when people don't take the time to review, then history repeats itself. They repeat the same patterns that created the burnout or created the frustration or the lack of contentment that they did in education. It just happens again. And the worst thing is they feel like a failure, like they failed again. Or another thing that I noticed is that instead of really reviewing and getting a deep sense of who they are, what their heart wants, what their soul and their body want, they end up pleasing someone else. They say, oh, you'd be good at this, or, why don't you do that? And so they please somebody else, or they stay where they are in their educational position just to please someone else rather than to please themselves. So that's why reviewing is essential because you want to know not only what you want, why you want it, what's deeper, what is your soul calling, but what is your heart? What do you want to feel? How does your body want to feel? And when you review, it's not just reviewing your career. It's because the career is only one slice of the pie. There's your family and your friends and your goals and dreams. It's your health. It's your social life. It's your spiritual life. It's like so much of you. You're a complicated being. And so you want the richest experience, and I want that rich, aligned soul fulfillment, soul satisfaction for you. And so reviewing is a great and absolutely fabulous first step. So if what I'm saying is resonating with you, and you'd like to go deeper and you'd like to ask your questions and have the support, so what I know is that you are you're meant to feel lit up and excited about what you do. You're here to make a bigger contribution, to make a bigger impact. And maybe in education, maybe somewhere else. But I know that this is, if you're listening to this, you wouldn't be in my field if you weren't. And that I know you're a leader, you're an evolutionary, you're a visionary. There's so much more. And yet, to get from where you are right now, you may not even think that that's possible for you. And maybe like just so overwhelmed, you don't know where to start. And that's why I invite you to have a conversation with me. We can talk about the what's working, and what you want to change and what isn't working and all of that. But we'll go deeper into why it's important and what it are clear next steps that can get you moving on your path in a direction that's clear, that makes sense, that your whole being is excited about, and you feel and you know that you can do this because I know you can do it. I've helped many people and myself do it, and I know you can do it too. So the link is below to have a conversation with me. I look forward to talking with you soon. And until next time, love and blessings. Namaste.